2 years have passed since the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. Supporters of President Donald Trump tried to stop elected leaders from counting electoral votes. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlot joins us with a breakdown of the East Tennesseans who took part in that riot. Vinay.
Robin, federal prosecutors have charged several East Tennesseans with being in the Capitol on the 6th. The first is Edward Kelly. He's the only one whose case is still going through the legal process. Prosecutors say Kelly was one of the first people to enter the Capitol on January 6th. He jumped through a window, kicked a door open to let people in. Then prosecutors say he worked his way through. After they charged him for January 6th, they say Kelly tried to assassinate the 37 people investigating him. He's facing separate charges for that here in East Tennessee. The Knoxville man Cliff Mateer pleaded guilty to entering the Capitol on January 6th. Prosecutors say he walked around holding up a sign. Mateer spoke with us shortly after he was arrested.
I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Why?
Just when the sacred vote is stolen, you know, I mean, so brashly, I mean, it's up to us to say, no, this is our country.
A judge ruled that in large part to the interviews he gave, including the one to us, Mateer was not remorseful for what he did. The judge sentenced Mateer to 60 days in prison. He was released from prison at the end of July, but he's charged again with a crime in federal court. Prosecutors say when they raided his house last year, they found 10 firearms, weapons he shouldn't have had because he was already a convicted felon. That case is still working through the process. A Johnson City man, Albuquerque Casper head, pleaded guilty to several charges. He pleaded guilty to using a riot shield to push officers, to stealing an officer's radio, and pulling an officer into a crowd. He was sentenced to 90 months in prison. He's serving in Kentucky until September 2027. Again, multiple investigations show there was not widespread voter fraud in the 2020 election. Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, we'll hear from Congressman Tim Burchett, who was on the floor of the House on January 6th, about his experience. Robin, back to you.
Vinay Simlot with the story for us. Vinay, thank you.